Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to The Color of Beautiful After Dark. I'm Dr. Karen Moore, founder of I Am the Color of Beautiful Global Spoken Word Initiative and Movement. And so we are doing our Color of Beautiful After Dark. And I am trying to get my music at the right volume here. So I hope you guys had a really great day and that you're ready to kind of get settled down for the night, right? So we've been talking about being beautifully balanced, and it is really okay. I think I should be good right there. Okay, let me know if it's too loud. Okay, so we've been talking about being beautifully balanced, and we talked about mentally, we talked about physically, we talked about emotionally, we talked about spiritually. So tonight, I want to talk to you a little bit about being beautifully balanced socially. And many times it's not something that we really think about our social interactions or where we are socially. We kind of don't really take that into a whole lot of consideration about where we are socially and what we do socially. So, one of the things that is so very important is to be aware of who is in your inner circle. That's one of the posts that I did on the blog. If you go to the Color of Beautiful website, you can see the blog, and we talk about your inner circle and being aware of your inner circle and who's in your inner circle, right? So socially, many times we're not balanced socially. We're stretching ourselves really thin, having so many different relationships and not having the opportunity to be really present with ourselves. We many times, even on social media, though, there's been a lot of social distancing with the pandemic, but even with social media, we're constantly on social media. And many times the things that are on social media are not really feeding our soul well. They're not feeding who we are. And it's not taking us to the level we're trying to get to. So being socially balanced even is about how much time are you spending on social media? And on social media, are you consuming things on social media that are really what's best for you to be beautifully balanced socially? So start thinking about those relationships, those social relationships that you have with different people, and are they benefiting you, right? Are they really causing you to grow, right? Because again, when we talk about being balanced, we're not talking about being perfect, but we're talking about really being aware of how things are taking shape in our lives, right? And how we are navigating through our different spaces and how we're showing up in different ways. And you can be drained by relationships if you're not really aware of what's happening and what is going on with you. You can find yourself being really drained with relationships, and that many times you're not really able to show up as your incredibly beautiful self because you're so drained and so tired. So we've got to really begin to look at what's happening to us on a social level. What is really consuming our time, consuming our energy, whether it is of value to us or whether it's not of value to us. So we certainly want to be really mindful of how we're showing up in these spaces. So as you get ready to take your rest tonight, I want you to think about your social life. And like I say, I know we've been socially distanced for practically a year now. We have been socially distanced, but even your social life on the telephone, your social life in social media, your social life on Zoom, your social life on FaceTime, where you're spending your time and who you're spending your time with. Is it adding value to your life? Is it causing you to begin to find that space of optimal peace and harmony? It's something you have to take into consideration. So I challenge you tonight as you lay down to get your rest, to think about what's happening with you socially. There may be some social interactions that you need to change. There may be some that you need to engage, right? Because we can't totally isolate ourselves socially either. And so when you start talking about going to the next level and thinking about how you're going to get in that place of peace and harmony, there may be interactions that you need to have to get you in that place, and some that if they're making you like this, then it's possible a change needs to happen. So as you take your rest tonight, think about your social life and your social interactions and being beautifully balanced socially, right? So take the time to do that and make sure you're getting the rest that you need, because in order to be beautifully balanced, we must have rest, right? So my prayer is that you will rest peacefully tonight and that you will find yourself in that space of peace and harmony, and that God will infiltrate your sleep tonight and give you dreams that you've never dreamed before. Dr. Karen Moore here for you. The Color of Beautiful After Dark. We say it loud. We wear it proud. I am the color of beautiful. Have a blessed night.